All right, welcome to another man's point of view. Finally, I'm going to move on with Fight Night for now, and we're going to go to a puzzle piece that I said I was going to talk about a couple videos back. All right, so this one is called the 10 Syndrome, right? Now, a 10 is from top to bottom, fine as hell, just the top of the top, right? Top of the food chain, as they say. No one 10 is better than another 10, right? Obviously, right? So in my scale of 5, this would be a 5, right? Now, why do I call it the 10 syndrome? Well, it all comes down to value, right? How hard she is to get, how hard she is to keep, and how hard she is all over, right? Basically, to satisfy, right? High maintenance, you know what it comes. She knows she's 10, right? Now, why is it 10 syndrome? Right? Why? Because it's both a curse and um, a benefit. Now, let me explain, right? 10 syndrome. Most guys just don't try at all, right, to get a 10. Why? Because they know they're completely out of their league, right? So it's easy to basically look over a 10 or pass on a 10, right? Yeah, you'll look at her and be, damn, right? But you won't try. Or you will not effectively affect the P radar because you ain't feeling any kind of way, right? Because what you feel is basically nothing because what you see is something you can't buy. So there is no feeling to it, right? That's why um it's easy to be like, you know, I ain't gonna I can't afford it anyway, so why in the hell should I front, right? Or sweat, as they say. Why should I sweat? So what happens is a phenomenon I like to call um, 10 syndrome, right? So 10 syndrome works like this, right? Believe it or not, when you're a 10, right, or in this case, a 5 in my scale, you feel a certain kind of way because you ain't getting the attention you should be getting. Now, this works both ways, but I have a whole nother thing for the man side. I call it revolver theory. That's a whole nother puzzle, right? Piece. But for now, 10 syndrome, right? So here we go. Let's see. I wrote some things here. Um, yeah, so, anyways, like I said, right, it's easy to discard a 10 because you ain't going to try at all because you got no chance. Anyways, what you don't see is this affects the 10th in a bad way because um, she feels like she should be getting this attention, but for some reason, right, she's being discarded by everybody. Right? While at the same time, she's wanted by everybody. However, right, in the scoreboard, it's not reflecting that, right? So I'll give you a quick example. Because she's a 10, she's sitting in the corner, right? And yes, everybody's looking at her and lusting and wanting, but no one's going up to talk to her. And if they do it in the fakest way possible because you don't want to disturb, right? Or hint at a 10 that she's a 10, right? So basically, and this one's simple, right? I'll end with this because it is what it is, right? Um, they feel lonely, right? Believe it or not, lonely. They don't have the attention that they really want, which is why you see some of these tens running around with complete dumb fucks, right? With people that don't give a rat's ass about life, right? And so they end up not giving a rat's ass about life because they're not fulfilled, right? Because they are not being taken by the highest bidder, but rather they're being taken by whoever just had the balls to step up at that point, right? But they're not content either because they know, right? They know that they're there for the taking. No one takes them. At some point, it's like, well, there it is. It's kind of like, clearance, right? They just didn't sell them. It's expiring date, right? Whatever, you get the point. So there you go, 10 syndrome. Pretty simple, pretty quick. To understand this is it's basically a tool to see and identify a 10. Now, this puzzle piece, believe it or not, will fit in other things and has relevance once it fits with all the other puzzle pieces so that you can understand how it works and why you shouldn't fear at all a 10, because in all reality, a 10 wants the exact same, maybe less, of the attention than a 3 that thinks is a 10, right? And wants all this 10 stuff, right? So your best bet is treat a 10 like a 10 and attack it like a 10. And yes, you can get a 10. Just understand. Don't be fake about it, right? Once you grasp that and think outside the box, you'll be one step closer. Once you get a 10, like I said, no 10 is better than another 10. But just like I said before, how do you catch a fish? Well, with another fish. So it just kind of snowballs. You just need to get your first 10. So there you go. See ya on the next man's point of view. Share, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Got some more videos for you, more puzzle pieces, and yep, forward to the next man's point of view.